The inspiring story of Dr. Aaron. Dr. Aaron grew up in a small village where there were no hospitals or doctors. People in his village struggled when they fell sick. His father was a farmer, and his mother worked hard to care for the family. One day, his younger sister got very ill. His parents tried everything they could, but there was no doctor nearby. By the time they reached the nearest town, it was too late. Aaron was heartbroken. That day, he decided to become a doctor. But Aaron didn't let his feelings stop him. He reminded himself why he was there to help his village. In medical college, the studies were very challenging. He didn't have much money, so he lived simply, often eating just bread and tea. He borrowed books from the library and stayed up late to learn. Despite all the hardships, Aaron never gave up. His professors noticed his determination and supported him. One professor told him, "You may face difficulties now, but your hard work will change many lives in the future." These words gave Aaron strength to keep going. After many years of studying and training, Aaron graduated as a doctor. Many of his classmates chose to work in big hospitals, where they could earn high salaries. But Aaron remembered the promise he made to himself and his village. He decided to return home. When Aaron arrived back in the village, the people were overjoyed. They had never had a doctor among them before. Aaron started a small clinic in a simple hut with the little money he had saved. At first, he didn't have many tools or medicines, but he worked with what he had. He never turned anyone away, even if they couldn't pay. Aaron worked day and night to care for his patients. If someone needed treatment he couldn't provide, he would personally take them to the town hospital. Over time, he started teaching villagers basic health practices, like how to keep clean water and prevent infections. Slowly, the health of the entire village began to improve. As more people heard about Dr. Aaron's kindness and skill, they began coming from neighboring villages to see him. Seeing the growing need, Aaron decided to expand his clinic. He reached out to charitable organizations and kind-hearted individuals, explaining the needs of his village. With their help, he bought better equipment, more medicines, and even built a small hospital. The hospital became a beacon of hope for the entire region. Dr. Aaron didn't just treat illnesses, he also inspired others. He encouraged young people from the village to study and pursue careers in medicine and nursing. Some of them even joined him in his work. Years passed, and Aaron's small hospital became well known. Journalists came to write about his efforts, and he received awards for his service. But Aaron stayed humble. When people praised him, he would say, "I didn't do this alone. It's the love of my village that made it possible." Dr. Aaron's story is a reminder that no matter how big the challenges, determination and kindness can change the world. He proved that one person's hard work and compassion can make life better for an entire community. His life teaches us that true success is not about earning wealth but about making a difference in the lives of others. As Dr. Aaron's hospital grew, he started offering free health camps every month. These camps provided free checkups, vaccinations, and medicines to people who couldn't afford them. He invited other doctors and nurses from nearby towns to volunteer during these camps. Slowly, the health conditions in the region improved. Diseases that once spread easily, like cholera and malaria, became rare because of the awareness and preventive measures Dr. Aaron taught the villagers. One day, a young boy came to his clinic with a high fever. His parents were poor farmers and couldn't afford treatment. Dr. Aaron not only treated the boy for free but also gave his family food and medicines to take care of him at home. When the boy recovered, his parents cried with gratitude. They said, "Dr. Aaron, you are like God to us." But Aaron humbly replied, "I am just doing my duty as a doctor." Dr. Aaron also believed that education was just as important as healthcare. He partnered with schools in the village to teach children about hygiene, nutrition, and first aid. If we teach children early, he said, they will grow up healthy and strong. Many children were inspired by him and dreamed of becoming doctors or nurses just like him. One day, a big storm hit the region. Roads were blocked and many houses were damaged. People were injured and some had no food or shelter. Dr. Aaron didn't wait for help to arrive. He gathered volunteers from the village and turned his hospital into a shelter for those in need. He treated the injured, gave food to the hungry, and provided blankets to keep people warm. His tireless efforts saved many lives during the disaster. Over the years, Dr. Aaron became more than just a doctor. He became a leader and a source of hope. Whenever there was a problem in the village, people came to him for guidance. Aaron always listened patiently and found ways to help. His kindness and wisdom brought the village together. One day, the government recognized Dr. Aaron's work and offered him a prestigious award for his service to humanity. When he went to receive the award, he spoke these words, "This award belongs to my village. It is their love and trust that made all this possible. My dream is to see every village in our country have good healthcare and education." Dr. Aaron's story continued to inspire people far and wide. His hospital grew into a large institution, training young doctors and nurses to serve rural communities. Even after many years, he remained the same humble and hardworking person. In his old age, Dr. Aaron would sit in his garden, surrounded by the trees he had planted with the villagers. He would smile as he watched children playing, knowing that his work had created a healthier, happier future for them. When people asked him what kept him going through all the hardships, he would say, "When you work with love and a pure heart, nothing is impossible." Dr. Aaron's story teaches us the power of dedication, kindness, and service. It reminds us that one person can create a ripple of change that touches countless lives. His life is proof that greatness lies not in what we have, but in what we give. Dr. Aaron's life continued to inspire generations. Over time, the small village where he started his work transformed into a model community. With his guidance, the villagers built better roads, clean water systems, and schools. Dr. Aaron believed that health and education were deeply connected. If a child has a good education, they will know how to live a healthy life, he often said. In his final years, Dr. Aaron's hospital had grown into a full-fledged medical center with multiple departments, modern equipment, and a team of dedicated professionals. The government declared it a model rural hospital, and many doctors visited to learn from his example. When Dr. Aaron passed away peacefully at an old age, thousands of people attended his funeral. Villagers, patients, doctors, and students came to pay their respects. They remembered him not just as a doctor, but as a guiding light who had changed their lives forever. To honor his memory, the hospital was renamed Dr. Aaron Memorial Hospital. A statue of him was placed at the entrance, with the words "a healer, a teacher, and a servant of humanity." Dr. Aaron's legacy lived on through the countless lives he had touched and the future he had built for his community. His story reminds us that one person, with courage and compassion, can change the world.